Hi everyone, Sherry here. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Ninja Professional Food Processor. Dave bought this for me for Christmas. I hadn't got around to using it yet because I didn't make anything that I needed it for. So now I think it's time. In my next video, I will be using this Ninja Professional Food Processor, but for today, I'm just going to unbox it. So let's see what's in the box. It comes with the manual and a quick start guide, which is always nice. Here's a little know-how piece of paper that tells you how to prep your vegetables, prepping the meat, and your chop program. And this side is talking about how to make your dough. I'm excited about this. I've never made my own dough. I have a bread maker, but I've never taken it out of the box. So this way I can make the dough in here. I'm excited about that. Here's a warning. It says do not load the food processor with ice for crushing. So in this one, it gives safety instructions, the parts and pieces, all of the buttons and what they do. And I'll go over that when I get the unit out. Telling you how to use the blade assemblies. Maybe too fancy for me. I'm old school. Using the reversible slicing and shredding, and care and maintenance. So with the quick start guide, again, it gives the buttons. Here it says the parts for the chopping the dough blade and how to work it. The reversible slicing and shredding, the parts you need and how to use it. They've got some good recipes. Homemade fruit leather, definitely want to try that. Asian slaw, garlic naan. I'm excited about that. I've never made naan. No bake key lime cheesecake. Sounds good. So it sounds like I'll be using this a lot. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it because I don't have any more room for my appliances. All right, so this is what came in the box. Here is the pusher feed chute. You put your food in there and then you can push it down. And this is the feed chute. That's where you put your food in and then you push that down. There is a button here to unlock it. It's got a seal on it. Ta-da. So this is the lid. It's got a really good seal. I had a hard time, as you saw, to get it out, but you have this little button. You push it in to unlock it. So you can't just accidentally unlock it. Here is the food processor bowl. It has the millimeters and the liters on this side, ounces and cups on this side. When you are doing a recipe and it calls for a certain amount that needs to be chopped, you can go by the printed measures here. Here is the base for that this goes on. This has got the motor, the power cord. It's a little bit longer than most, it looks like, which is good. This also has a lock, so your mixing bowl will lock in on that. And I'll come back to these buttons after I go over all the other parts. This is sharp, that's why it's in the cardboard and plastic. So I'm not going to take it out of the plastic because I'm going to put it back in the cardboard till I use it. And this is really nice. This is a reversible blade. They call it reversible because on one side is for shredding, which is this side, and this side is for slicing. If you want to slice, you use one side. If you want to shred, you flip it over and use the other side. That way you don't have to have two different blades. This is the disc spinner. So I guess your disc would go on here if you're using that. It didn't show colors in the manual. The one with the silver blades is the chopping blade, and that is to do all your chopping with. And the one that's all black is your dough blade. It's not sharp. It just does the mixing. This features an auto IQ, so that means that when you push certain buttons, it'll go for the time that it should take for you to chop or mix or whatever, and I'll go over which buttons do what. That's really cool. And then if you need longer, then you can do it manually. This is the power button. So you push your chop button and it gives you time pulses and pauses to chop up your stuff. If you want to make it a little bit smaller chop, then after it ran through its cycle once, you hit it again and it goes through another cycle. If you want it minced, then you go through the program 3 times. It does have a dough button, and that's ideal for making breads or pies or pizza, any type of doughs for that. Then you want to hit the pulse when you add in your chocolate chips or any add-ins. Then you can hit the disc when you're using anything to shred your cheese or slice your vegetables. You put your disc in and you use this button. The manual programs, you have low and high, and they do not work with the preset button. So you hit the low, it will go for 60 seconds, or if you hit the high, it'll go for 60 seconds. Now for the pulse is a manual, and it's just like any other pulse. If you push down, it goes. If you let up, it pauses, and you have better control of the pulse function rather than the chop where it pulses and pauses. This one you can press, and you know, if you need 2 minutes, you can do it for 2 minutes. If you need it for 40 seconds, you know, you can do it that way as well. So let me reiterate. The chop, the dough, and the disc, those are all auto IQ. You push it and it does its thing until it's done, the time is up. And if you need more, then you push it again. The low, the high, and the pulse are manual. You just, you know, push those as you need them. That's 60 seconds, that's 60 seconds, and that's as long as you hit the pulse button. This again states that it is not made for chopping ice, which is sad because I was hoping it would do ice. I'm not going into all of the different programs, what you need to do or whatever. I will do that whenever I use that. So here is the mixing bowl, chopping bowl, whatever you got to do, bowl. And in order to put it on there, it's got this little lock. It's easier to do when it's facing you, and then you just turn it and you hear that click, it's locked. In order to unlock it, you just go clockwise until it unlocks. Go again, and it's locked. And then it has the feeding chute lid. You want to just put that on. It's got such a good seal. Push it down and then move it till it clicks. If this doesn't click and if this doesn't click, it's not on there properly. You plug this in before you put these on, and this will light up and it will flash. And once you get this on and it clicks, it's on properly, then it will stop flashing. But if this is still flashing, then you've done something wrong. Either one of these is not on correctly, and you won't be able to use it until this quits flashing. So there you have it, the Ninja Professional Food Processor. Look forward to a future video when I use it. Again, I am not going to go over everything on how to use it because you will be seeing subsequent videos of me using this, hopefully making dough and whatnot. But I will be making something soon, so you'll be able to see how this works. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until next time. Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.